Hi, class. I'm so excited to talk to you about the life cycle of a butterfly. Yesterday, you should have viewed my video that introduced you to our lessons on caterpillars and butterflies. Wasn't it cool that I saw all of those amazing different parts of the life cycle of a butterfly on my walk with my family? It was incredible. I have ordered some caterpillars that just got delivered to my home yesterday. They're tiny babies now, but soon they'll be large enough that they'll be ready to move on to their next stage in life. We're going to talk together about the life cycle of a butterfly over the next few days. We also, over the next few weeks, will get a chance to observe the caterpillars from my home and watch them as they grow from tiny babies into chrysalids, and then into butterflies. This lesson will help us understand what happens to a caterpillar. We are talking about the word life cycle. Can you say life cycle? A life cycle is the way a living thing grows from a baby to an adult, and how the process starts over when that adult has babies of its own. All living things go through a cycle. We're going to be talking about the cycle for butterflies. All butterflies start off as little tiny eggs. Can you say egg? Egg. Their life starts as an egg. When the egg hatches, it becomes a caterpillar. Caterpillars are also sometimes called larvae. Can you say larva? Caterpillars spend most of their time eating and munching and eating and munching, growing big and strong. They start off small and get bigger and bigger and bigger until they're finally ready to enter the next stage of life, when they become a chrysalis. Now, a lot of times you might hear the word cocoon. The figure that the caterpillar closes around itself, we sometimes call that the cocoon. But when they're in this stage of life, the caterpillar itself is no longer a caterpillar, and it's not a butterfly yet. It's called a chrysalis. Now, in this stage, it's still a living, breathing insect. Although they're all closed up inside their cocoons, so much is happening, and we'll be talking about that as our weeks go on. In the stage of the chrysalis is when the butterfly is working hard to turn from a wormy, squiggly caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly with colorful wings. Lots of transformation takes place in that stage. Once they're ready and they've transformed, they've grown their wings and all of their great parts, they then emerge from their chrysalis and become butterflies. Can you say butterfly? Now, butterflies we know and love, and we see lots of them in the springtime. Lots of caterpillars right now are starting to form their cocoons, and they're turning into chrysalids. We'll see a lot more emerging as butterflies in the next few weeks. When the caterpillar has made its journey all the way from an egg to a caterpillar to a chrysalis and then to a butterfly, it's now an adult. The adult will then lay eggs, and the process will start over for new babies. That is the life cycle of a butterfly. Would you say that with me? Let's start at the beginning. Eggs. Caterpillar. Chrysalis. And butterfly. Let's say that again together. Ready? Eggs, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. Good work. Let's see how much you learned. What is this stage of life called for the butterfly? Did you say egg? These are called eggs. This is the beginning of the stage of life for a butterfly. After they're an egg, what do they turn into next? Caterpillars. Once the egg is hatched and it becomes a caterpillar, or also called larva, what does it turn into next? Do you remember? I'll give you a hint. Chrysalis. Chrysalis is the next stage of life. This is where the caterpillar turns from a wiggly worm into a beautiful butterfly. This is called what stage again? Chrysalis. Chrysalis. Once it's ready to emerge from its cocoon, it's now called a butterfly. And the whole process starts over again. Let's see if you can help me put these in the right order. I'm going to pull objects out of the basket, and I need your help to place them in the correct box that they should go in the chart to show the life cycle of a butterfly. Now, when it's just a butterfly, does that happen first, second, third, or fourth? What do you think? That's the last stage. Butterflies are adults, so that's the last stage of the life cycle. How about when they're chrysalids? Does that happen first? Are they baby chrysalids? Does that happen second? Or does that happen right before they become a butterfly? What do you think? That happens third, right before they become a butterfly. How about a caterpillar? Does that happen first, second? It happens second. Caterpillars go from caterpillars to chrysalids to butterflies. That means that the first stage of life is called eggs. Now we have them in the right order. Thanks for helping me. Let's say them one more time. First, we have eggs, then caterpillars, chrysalis, and butterfly. Now, the caterpillars that I'm going to show you from my home have already passed from the egg stage into caterpillar stages, but they're really small right now. They're going to grow so much bigger, and I'm so excited for you to watch with me. Now, I've sent your parents this work page. If you'd like to do this, you can ask them to print it out for you, and you can color the life cycle of a butterfly, and you can label it with what stage it's in. So first is the eggs. So you'd put a number 1 by the eggs. Number 2 stage of life is caterpillars. Number 3 is chrysalis. And number 4 is butterfly. So if you'd like to do that page, you can ask your parents to print it out for you, and you can color and label the stages of the life cycle of a butterfly. Tomorrow's science lesson, we're going to be talking about the parts of a caterpillar, and we're going to learn how to draw a realistic caterpillar. I can't wait to work with you. See you soon.